What is up, fam? Welcome back. Today is October 4th, and we have some really spicy stuff to look at today. I'll admit a lot of the time, especially when it's boring, I go live. I don't really have a plan. We kind of discover stuff together. But today I did a little bit of homework. Did a little pre-show research. Looked up some spicy charts, and I found some actually really interesting stuff I think you guys are going to be interested in. Possible, and actually, if we look at history, a strong indication, something that's marked the bottom of every bear market, has locked in as of this month. Pretty exciting. Today is the second day of trading in the fourth quarter. It's October 4th, a bit weird of a quarter to start trading on the 3rd. Yesterday, we saw not really that much action. Everyone was expecting a wild day, myself included, and it didn't deliver as markets tend to do. Something tells me that the next 3 months are going to be pretty epic. So we're going to take a look at all of the classics, everything we keep an eye on every day here. That's Bitcoin, Forex markets. We're going to look at the dollar. We're going to look at some altcoins. We're going to look at some news, what's going on this month, this week, and kind of catalysts that might affect the market. So let's get into it, guys. Please smash the like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet for the new stream. Every time you do these things, and that also includes voting in the polls and chatting during the lives, when you guys do that, it counts as engagement, and YouTube pushes this stream to new viewers. The more engagement we get, it works. It's not placebo, so if you want to help us out, please keep the chat buzzing. You guys know what to do. You can do it every day. Let's get 420 likes, and we'll give away some memberships. So let's rock and roll. Shout out to our sponsors, Bybit and Market Cypher. Check them out in the video description below. We're going to have some new sponsors coming on this month, but we haven't signed the paperwork yet. That'll probably be today, tomorrow. So let's start out here on Bitcoin. Here's just some metrics. This is Crypto Quant, not a sponsor, but they do have some great info. It's a lot of on-chain data, lots and lots of data, and I don't put too much weight on these. However, something I did want to look at and point out here is exchange reserves. Let me see if they changed up this site. They really did change it since last time they've been on here. Okay, I can't just click here and go to their chart. Weird. Data and analysis. Where are you going to do that? I am signed up. Here we go. Pretty spicy. Exchange reserve is essentially how much Bitcoin is being held on exchanges, and this suggests selling, technically buying liquidity, but potential for sell. You can't sell Bitcoin that's not on exchange. What we can kind of take away from this is, well, they aren't necessarily one-to-one correlated. Less Bitcoin on exchange doesn't guarantee upside, right? We can see that Bitcoin on exchange has fallen over time, and price didn't necessarily just go up. So we can't say, okay, instant bull run, but the less Bitcoin that's on exchange definitely is a factor. Yes, of course, Bitcoin can quickly be moved to exchange to sell, but the amount on exchange at any given time is the total or the sum that can be sold at any second. So it is bullish to see less and less, but I don't want you guys to be blinded by this metric. Something that should also be taken into consideration is the price of Bitcoin. If the price of Bitcoin doubles and the amount of, or the Bitcoin exchange reserves are halved, your selling pressure is equal, right? If the price is double, but you only have half as much Bitcoin on exchange, you haven't really made a change. So we should logically, or maybe not logically, but we need to factor in the price when we look at a statistic like this. It's not as cut and dry as it might appear or how it might be sold to people. But what's really spicy here is that it continues to trickle down throughout this selling. You would expect perhaps Bitcoin to move on to exchange during a bear market or prolonged bear market as people look to get out of their positions, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Even as the price has fallen, Bitcoin reserves on exchange has fallen with them, thus lowering the selling pressure as the price and the supply is coming down. That's a positive. I just wanted to start off here with that to kind of warm it up, do a little on-chain, even though it's not my thing. We got to stay dynamic. Don't get too comfortable. Never get comfortable in your analysis. Always be mixing it up. Always be looking for new ways, new angles to look at charts. Let me pull up the chat here real quick. What's up, digital real estate? Looking for a dump. Matt, what's up, brother? Sierra, good to have you. Sierra M. Stone, great to see you, brother. Crypto needs Red Bull. I need Red Bull. Gasper, we got some good names here. Good to see you guys. I'm going to get through, like I said, if you're just joining us, I got a lot of spicy charts to show you. So we're going to jump into them. Make sure you guys are smashing the likes and subscribes, keeping it hype. I'm happy to have you here. My words are still coming to me this morning. So we did stream on the 1st, but I figure let's recap quick. Monthly time frame. We have seen an onslaught of selling since December 2001. It's October 2022. Time has flown and price has flown down. In the last few months, we have seen really a consolidation between 19.9 and 23.3 thousand. Not a lot of spice, not a lot of action. This has been very boring. I don't blame you if you've taken a break from crypto or need to take a break from crypto. Take care of yourself. That's more important. But what basically stands out here as the sore thumb, and I've said this a lot, June's low is still intact. This, at the time, didn't feel so great. Not really, I don't know, FOMO inducing, not really exciting. But since June, we've seen stocks and other equities sell off and break their June lows. Specifically, I'm looking at gold, which is a commodity. Gold has tanked. I think it has recovered. We'll take a look at gold. I didn't even pull it up. I'm figuring stuff out as I go, it seems. Gold has broken multi-year support. Basically, what we're seeing is not Bitcoin necessarily being strong, but we're seeing relative strength. Bitcoin is standing strong in a sea of blood. Doesn't really feel that way. But other things continue to drop where seemingly, or at least for the moment, Bitcoin has held its low, and that is showing strength in proportion to other assets. I think that this is an excellent sign. Of course, that all goes off the table. If Bitcoin breaks 17.5, that's off the table. We go into nightmare mode, probably what most people are expecting. But today I actually have some very spicy chart that I hope titillates your curiosity. September's close wasn't what we wanted. We got a close below 19.9. That was a pretty bearish signal. And to wrap up the monthly, where are we? To wrap up the monthly, I just have one more thing I wanted to show you guys. Actually, I'll show you on the next chart. No, can't give away the secrets yet. So, monthly time frame. What is up? We have Redland. It's an old one. Alan Odell breaking the stream's scribe-ginity. Welcome, my friend. Great to have you. Make sure you guys jump in the Discord if you're not there. Links in the chat. We got something pretty spicy here. So, we closed August. This is the monthly time frame on BLX, the longest Bitcoin history that exists, trading history for price, with a bearish cross on our Ichimoku cloud. Might not mean a lot to anyone out there. That's okay. Typically, this would be a bearish signal. We do tend to see these historically before legs down. We got one back in October 2018. We dumped for the next 3 months. 2014. We dumped for the next 3 months. So this is actually going to be contrary to what I'm going to propose next. As this is a pretty bearish signal. Pretty bearish. But it is above the cloud. I probably shouldn't have started this way. I'm going to throw myself off track. Womp. Oh well. What I wanted to show you, this is the spiciest part, and I'm going to tweet it during this live. But the spiciest thing I wanted to show you guys is a tool that we use a lot on this channel. It's a very basic trading oscillator called the MACD. And the MACD shows momentum. If just in the easiest of terms, it shows momentum. You can't really see the MACD going back because momentum has grown so much. We've had so much more traded volume over the years. So what we have to do is really zoom in on a monthly time frame to see all of the momentum record. When we do, we get something really effing spicy. And I want you guys to smash the likes and subscribes for this because mark my words, if we see upside this month, you are going to start hearing every analyst, every big account, they're gonna steal this from us. It's happened before. No hate. I don't own a chart. But we've seen that in the past many times. It's going to happen, mark my words, if we see upside. So on the monthly, unlike other time frames, when we look at this on the daily, on the weekly, we have a lot less smooth or a lot less clear picture where momentum doesn't smoothly go from increasing these light blues to decreasing dark blues into light reds to dark reds, increasing selling, waning selling. Very smooth flow. Other time frames a lot choppier. We'll see decreasing selling momentum all of a sudden pick up out of nowhere, or increasing buying momentum, drop out of nowhere, pick up again. The monthly has been historically incredibly smooth, at least to the downside. If we look at our previous bear markets, this is, I'm going to take bets. We're going to take bets how long it takes everyone else to steal this in the space. If we take a look at this selling only, the buying has been a little less smooth, and I will concede that. We do see a little bits of fake outs here. We see increasing, decreasing, increasing, one candle of decreasing, increasing, etc. We have another example of that in October of 21. But the selling side, so we're only going to look at the sell side right now, has a very clear picture, and I hope to be able to show this to you guys in a smooth way. There we go. We're just looking at the selling. Historically, in bear markets, we have seen the monthly MACD turn red. Monthly selling momentum, that makes sense. However, this suggests that the bottom is in. Does that mean the bottom is in? I would love to say with 100% certainty yes. The answer is no one knows, sadly. I don't know. People will pretend to know. But this is a great argument that it is. I definitely want to preface it with, this has been a cycle of firsts, and we have seen Bitcoin break its habits, break the things that have happened over and over and over again. So this may just end up falling into the list of rest in peace things that were similar throughout the cycles, because they've been totally different, or this one's been totally different. If we look at the last ones, we will see that every single bear market ended in a very visible way on the monthly MACD. I'm going to add this back onto the chart now. Each of these white lines, so it'd be March 2015, February 2019, April 2020, and September 2022. Each one of these white lines marks where the monthly MACD closed a waning momentum candle after increasing momentum. So selling pressure increased on the monthly time frame until February of 2015. My arrow's off. On March of 2015, when the monthly closed, it opened another candle to selling momentum. That marked the bottom. You only would have known that in hindsight. You wouldn't have known that at the time, before it went on to a new run. Let's look at the next example. February 2019. Closed a waning momentum candle. I can't draw. With that dark red candle, or dark red MACD reading. After that monthly closed, bloop, it rolled back over. It did not break its all-time high. It stopped at 13.8 before waning back down. So we should keep that in mind when we look at this. It doesn't necessarily mean that new all-time high comes tomorrow, but at least in these two examples, we see that it did lead to considerable rallies. We went from 3,100 at the low. It's interesting that the low was 2 months before the candle started waning. We did like a 4x. So that's the second example. 1, 2. In, what is this? April 2020. We had 2 months of waning selling momentum. We see that here. April closed. Boom. Waning momentum candle again. And that did bring us to a new all-time high. So here we are today. After all this time. Let me zoom in. There we are. September, with the close last month. Just coincidentally, maybe not, with the close of Q3, momentum on the monthly time frame. Get rid of this so you can see it clear. Closed a waning momentum candle. There are no examples in Bitcoin's history where this happened and then further selling momentum came back into the market. Again, that does not in any way guarantee that it won't happen. This cycle has had so many exceptions, so many models broken. We could see this happen. However, if history rhymes, if we see that this holds true, that may mark the bottom. Price never traded lower. Never traded lower after the monthly gave us this signal. Ever. The low was already in. And you can see it lags. The low in 2015 was January, but the waning momentum on the monthly wasn't until March. The low in 2018 was in December. We didn't see it roll over till February. Low is in March 2020. We didn't see it roll over till April. Here we are. 17.5. Low is in. A few months later, we close a waning selling momentum candle on the monthly. Drop the mic. Mark my words, everyone's going to steal this. If we see a rally this month, it'll be all over everyone, all over Twitter, all over whatever. YouTube, people will be like, look at what I found. It's okay. We don't own the charts. That is really spicy. So this doesn't guarantee anything. Analysis is not a game of certainties. It's a game of probabilities. What it does give us is a piece of historical concrete evidence that our low is in. It gives us a piece. Of course, it goes out the window if 17.5 breaks, but that also gives you price points to be able to trade from or trade off of. You can, not financial advice, we don't give financial advice here, but a smart trader could look to take a position, hopefully not leverage, but maybe leverage, if they know how to use it, and stop there. Because if that breaks, we aren't seeing this repeat. If we see 17.5 break, as we said, this has been a cycle of firsts, it can happen. Then this goes out the window and, well, obviously lower lows could come into the picture. I think this is really spicy. I think it's something that I'm surprised no one has seen yet. I will give them the credit that there's only been 3-ish days to see it, right? Because we needed that monthly to close. It couldn't just have been waning momentum. We needed to see it completely close in that status. And September, despite not being very exciting, did give us that close. So I'm pretty stoked for that. Smash the like buttons. Smash the like buttons if you like it. Just smash them up. What was I going to say next? So let's get into stuff that isn't that. I wanted to make sure I got that out. I want to make sure I got that out there because it is really freaking, it's something. It's meaningful. It's not a promise. It's not a guarantee, but it is absolutely a meaningful metric. Trying to log in. I took a trade. It's not going to let me log in while I'm live for no reason. I took a trade last night because I was bored. I don't encourage... That's why I say please don't copy my trades. You'll lose money. I don't encourage this kind of trading. Trading because you're bored is not a good thing to do. But I decided to do it anyway because I don't know, I just had to do something. I took a long position. I'm going to share it with you guys here. Womp womp womp. Took a long position. Can we get this? There we go. From 19.6. That was my entry at the time, highly criticized. I tweeted it and got a lot of criticism for it. It worked out. It worked out. I opened 1,000 contracts, which is 1 Bitcoin, like 20K on what, 5x? 5x, something like that. Something like that. I did take a little bit of profit at 19.922. So I opened 1,000 contracts. I closed one for 250 of those contracts for a measly $75. Really, I just wanted to cover my trading fees. Currently, it's up 6%, 7%, which is about $200 with $90 realized profit. I have moved my stop up. So this trade is now safe. We're going to look at the lower time frames today. We're going to see if I think I'm going to get stopped out while we're live. I moved my stop loss up pretty arbitrarily, just like above my entry so I could secure this position. I am looking, and I'm even going to change this now, I am looking to shave off at least 250 more of these contracts at 20,700 if that upside comes, if we don't get stopped out first. But at the moment, I have the TP set at 21.5 and my stop loss 19.7. Not financial advice. Please don't just copy me, but I wanted to share this with you guys because something tells me we're going to see this either in deeper profit or get stopped out, maybe while we're live here today. So that's enough of that. Let's move on. Last stream was around this. It was this point. We were talking about how the month was wrapping up, and I guess no, the month had wrapped up. It was October 1st, but how trading didn't start until the 3rd. And I said, honestly, I don't expect much until traditional markets open on the 3rd. Looks like we were right. We did set up this hypothetical trade in stream live, and we said we were looking for 19.1 with a stop below our low here on the 30th of September, and to take profit at, what is this, 19.7. Exactly as predicted. As Carl the Moon would say, exactly as predicted. that is a big win for us with a 2.9 risk to reward. We had to have at least a 33% confidence, and it looks like it played out. So congrats to anyone who took that trade, even though I tell you not to copy my trades, you shouldn't. But congrats to anyone who came up with the same trade thesis, made their own decision, and made a little bit of money on that. I will say I should have taken this trade instead of being a degen. Instead of being a complete degen and opening up here. I should have taken my own advice, right? Well, not advice, but my own thoughts. But well traded. Getting on to today's chart. What's going on today? Let's take a look. I put some trend lines. On here. Let me get rid of some of this noise. So I went back and I marked kind of what I view as the major trend lines going on. Let's get rid of some of this. There we go. The major trend lines. So we have, dang, get out of here, magnet. We have 64K. 64K? Yeah, 64K in April of 21 to September at 48K. This is kind of the overhanging boss line. That's how I see it. This is like the boss line up here. It's interesting because at the moment, that is around 30K, and we've been saying for months, we could easily see some kind of retracement rally here. The problem is you really, if you don't break 69K, you just end up with what? Something like this. Someone before the show was saying, oh no, if you're saying that the bottom's in, then that means we'll have like 2 years of sideways and boring. And you know what? I said, I don't think it really comments on that. I don't think it makes that impossible. But after looking at it, we did see this happen back here when the monthly closed of waning momentum. And yeah, essentially that is on the table. That is possible. And in fact, that's what happened last time. So maybe that even is a smarter observation than mine. That maybe it will just be boring rally. I could see it moving as high as like 46. Repeating this, we looked at that last stream, kind of grinding everyone out with sideways price action over the next year or so. Time will tell. A lot of things are different structurally. A lot of things are different in the cycle this time. And the macroeconomics, which we're going to get to, probably should have gotten to earlier. Totally different. The world is a very hostile environment right now. And it's a little ugly for risk-on assets. There is some news today, which I do want to talk about. Maybe I should change my order of on-the-fly things. I don't know. What do you guys think? Nah, I'm going to go through Bitcoin real quick. Big boss trend line up here. I'm going to make this red for you guys so it's not all just white. I know that can be hard to see. Make it a little thicker. There we go. We have a pretty major ascending support, but we broke through, so now potentially resistance line above us from March's crash to June's low. This could act as resistance on the way back up, so we have our nasty bosses on the top. We have some interesting channels here from our highs over the last year coming down, which we do seem to be in right now. And this is all drawing a bigger picture here. We zoom in a little more. There we go. Looking at our highs, there is a lot going on. There's a lot going on in this area. Locally, we have retaken our highs with this move today. Our very local highs here in the sideways trading. And as we zoom in more, are we in trouble? Honestly, I might even move my stop up more. Looks like we broke through, and now if we go really any lower, we're breaking back under these trend lines, and I could see something like this. I should probably do the TA on the low time frames just so I have an idea of what is going on today. Market cipher looking pretty beast. Wow. Little weakness on the 1 hour. I might want to close my stop up. I did ask in the poll, guys. I asked in the poll what I should do, and I think a bunch of you said I should close. You're probably right. Money flow on the hourly is strong. Momentum showing some weakness here along with MACD. And what I don't really like here for the short term, which I think means it's coming for my stop, we do see our lows here on money flow being broken. And that does suggest It does suggest some downside in like the nearer term. So I might move my stop up right now. If this trades any lower, I want to be out. I'm going to move my stop up. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm going to move my stop. Not a ton. It was 19.7. I'm just going to move it to trade on in this exchange. 19.8. Yeah. I think I moved to like 19.7. 89. There we go. Cool. Moved up. All right, now I can focus. Thank you, candle. Get back up there. We have 30 minutes left in this hourly candle, so this could actually close differently if we see buying into the close of this hour. We could see that money flow actually not close so low and might avoid that lower low. That could change up the picture a little bit, but really I'm just looking right here for the very short-term scalping price action. This low here looks like a double bottom, 19.874. If you break that, it's looking short-term, like more downside. On the 30-minute though, pretty beast, bro. Momentum is up, exceeding highs. Money flow, we haven't seen any lows broken. That's some strength, actually. Shout out to Market Cypher. Sniping. 15-minute, kind of the same deal. Interesting. Lower time frames showing more consistent strength here than that hourly. Even down on the 15, you see the VWAP rolling over. Momentum in the negative despite price not really being affected. Bouncing off 19.9 potentially here on the 15-minute. All right, shorter time frames are actually looking pretty strong. Maybe that hourly is faking us out. 5-minute leaning. 5-minute leaning pretty, actually, in my opinion, leaning up. Leaning up. If this low holds, it all comes down to that. So actually, if I was a smarter trader, but I'm not, that's why I say don't copy me. If I was a smarter trader, I might even look to just move my stop loss to right here. I don't want to get sniped, and something tells me I want to take profits a little higher. So I'm going to be a little more conservative. But almost everything I've seen is pointing to right here at 19.891. It's like if it doesn't bounce here, and does something like this. Let's see. And we're going to see something like that. Break your low. There's a lot hinging on these lower time frames right now. This is pretty spicy. On the 1 minute, nice little V-shaped bottom, but looks ugly. Huh, okay, I feel better. Something interesting to me is we said I don't really expect much till October 3rd. Interesting price action from October 3rd. Pretty one-sided price action since October 3rd started. Hopefully that trend holds on, and then maybe our monthly assumptions there will play out. But we're holding these lows so far. Hold on. It's not really perfect. Looks like the trend has changed. Trend has changed. All right. Close enough. Something. This is not really the most bullish climb. Ascending channel, you typically see break to the downside, so we're probably going to, at some point, going to be looking for a retracement back down. We'll see what happens. All right. Short term, I think I'm good. I'm going to set an alert here just above 19.8 because if that breaks while we're live, I think it's going to get spicy. Let's put one up at 20.2. If that breaks, I think it gets spicy. And it's pretty much doing nothing in between. All right, so macro, the macro econs. A lot of stuff is going on. It's interesting. We have seen and watched here the FOMC meetings month after month after month for years now. The Fed has been extremely hawkish and aggressive in their attempt to tackle inflation. In the last meeting, they stated that employment was running too hot still. Running too hot. And that inflation They had not met their inflation targets. So they were, of course, they always say we're reacting to the market conditions as they come. That's gibberish speak for them, meaning we're just going to keep doing what we're doing until something breaks. It does seem that we have our first sign of something breaking. Pretty interesting. A lot of you probably have noticed, as this has not been the case. You probably noticed. Indices are up. NASDAQ, S&P 500, Dow Jones up 2.5% on average today. That's a pretty big gain. I'll concede after weeks and weeks of losses. Not crazy to see a 2% move, but for stocks, that is actually quite a bit of volatility or quite a bit of upside for one day. Why is this happening? This may also be the reason that Bitcoin is seeing some upside. Why is this happening? Because the market is now, in my opinion, predicting that the Fed is going to either pivot or change tone. In the last week, we have seen the UK. The UK has had issues with, I believe, facing potential defaults on pension funds and essentially started the money printer back up. They've started quantitative easing. I've never lived through these times. I'm not sure anyone has the answer. What does that mean for everyone else? Does that mean other people are going to start printing? It's possible. But we are seeing the financial system start to have clogs, start to weaken in different ways. This is also shown, if you guys saw my tweet or my post on YouTube, Credit Suisse, down 95% from its highs. Banks are having trouble. The financial system cannot handle the pace at which the Fed has been tightening. You could say that's my opinion. It's actually not my opinion. It is the UN's opinion. As the UN has reached out to the Fed, this is not standard practice, essentially to beg them to slow down, saying that if they don't slow down, it will collapse the global monetary system. Now, all of a sudden, yesterday, I guess not all of a sudden, yesterday the Fed had a closed door meeting. God, I would have loved to have infiltrated that meeting and streamed it, but I think they would have probably would have sent agents to my house if I tried. They had a closed door meeting, and then today, the market has a different vibe. Oh, Jacqueline Rose, I'm so sorry I missed it. Let me turn these back on. I turned my alerts off. Jacqueline Rose, sending, you are amazing, and thanks for being you. Super stickers. Thank you, darling. You are appreciated. I appreciate you. It's good to see you catching a stream. I know you've been missing some of them. Also, shout out to Earl Finnan, MC, also subscribing. I don't know if that's everyone. I find it hard to believe only 3 people subscribed during this live. YouTube lies to me. Where's my drink? Here we go. YouTube lies. So if you're out there and you haven't subscribed yet, let's do a test. If you subscribe now, not only will I shout you out, but tell me if it doesn't show up. And then that way we can call YouTube on their bluff. So yesterday, closed door meeting after UK pension funds has trouble, after Credit Suisse faces default, essentially. Their default swaps trading at all-time highs, maybe, or at least like 2008 or 2000 highs. Incredible how fast this system has started to crumble. Today we're seeing stocks ease. I think this is the market expecting the Fed to either slow down or pivot. On top of that, and this is actually evidence that they should even do that, unrelated to what we just said. So what is it? What is it here? Stocks soar, dollar weakens as U.S. vacancies plummet in August. So August's unemployment numbers, or not unemployment, getting mixed up. Oh no, it's open league. No! Please don't crash my computer. Please don't crash my computer. Here we go. Rest in peace if that loads. I guess I'm playing League of Legends on the side while we're streaming. No, close. Oh god. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. Job openings for August. Numbers came in today at 10 a.m. I bet if we go back on the chart and look at 10 a.m., probably related to some kind of move, but job numbers for August came in less than 1 million for what? The month before, July. July's job openings. 1 million less job openings in the U.S. versus the month before. forecasted was 10.7, so they were looking for about 350,000 less. They got a million less. So how does that add up? Well, the Fed, as we said, their dual mandate is to balance unemployment and monetary policy. Unemployment had been running too low, and that was a reason that they were going to continue rate hikes, that they weren't looking to pull back or slow down yet. With job openings coming in so far under forecast and so far under the previous, what does this mean? And I'll admit, it took me a minute. I was like, how does that, why is that so important, or what does that impact? And then I put the pieces together. There are less job openings if unemployment was too low, and that is a reason we kept tightening. Less job openings suggests that unemployment should go up, right? There's less new jobs. So that means people are going to get squeezed out of jobs. It isn't like an instant impact, tomorrow or something, but it shows that the economy is having less available positions. And so that means there's less opportunities for people to take, which should result in higher unemployment, right? Feel free to comment in the chat if you think differently. This isn't my area of expertise, but I think this, combined with what's going on in the EU and combined with the closed door meeting yesterday, I think it's a reason to at least keep our eyes out for the Fed to change their tone a little bit here into the end of the fourth quarter of 2023. Bam. I think that's really the whole market. Also, Kim Kardashian getting slapped by the SEC for promoting FMAX or whatever. Wild times. What if that was the bottom? Kim Kardashian. What if that was like the last of the down days, right? That would be an interesting thing to look back on. That's hopium, but still, it'd be interesting. Non-farm payrolls are going to miss. When's that coming up? Let's see. I know that we have more than a few. We have more than a few really spicy numbers coming up. Someone's ready. I'm going to look in just a second. How many likes are we at? Are we at 420 yet? I know we're not. But we'll get there. Let's see. Non-farm payroll. Non-farm employment change. Those numbers are coming in tomorrow. And they were forecasted to be up. Interesting. If you're suggesting they're going to miss. Previous was 132K. They're forecasting 200. If that number comes in lower than 132K, that actually will be very spicy for the market, in my opinion. Because they're forecasting up. They had even forecasted these numbers down, but just not enough. If they're forecasting up and they come in low, that's going to be actually a pretty big signal. We have non-manufacturing PMI tomorrow as well. We're forecasting slightly down. And crude oil inventories. Forecasted at 2 million. Previous was 0.15. Wait, I thought we looked at that and it was lower. We'll see. But those are three big market movers, and those are coming in at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. Anything else this week? Initial jobless claims October 6th. They're forecasting those up as well. See what that happens. Non-farm payrolls September 7th. Oh, so ADP non-farm employment changes tomorrow, and then non-farm payrolls is October 7th. They're forecasting those down. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. Unemployment rate as well on the 7th. So we might as well go ahead and just plan to stream the 7th. It's going to be Friday. How many days? 1, 2, 3 days from now? Yeah, we'll stream then. That's going to be a spicy day. Unemployment numbers and non-farm payroll going to come in on the same day on a Friday. At the end of the first week of trading in Q4, yeah, it's going to be spicy. Crazy spicy. 233 likes. We can do better than that. We got 400 viewers. Come on, guys. Hype it up. Let me read the chat. What's up, William S? Commodities essentially on fire today. I didn't actually look at gold, and I said I was going to, so let's just pull gold up in the background. I think dollar is really where we want to be watching. Where's this? Dollar, we've been following this very tightly. I have noticed that Bitcoin at one point was trading almost perfectly inverse to the dollar, like on the 5 minute. Like if there was a red candle in the 5 minute for the dollar, it was green on Bitcoin and vice versa. I've noticed that correlation is weakening. though we do have a red on the dollar and a green on Bitcoin. I noticed it's weakening, as in it wasn't as perfect as it's been in the past, and perhaps that's a sign of a little bit of change here. Dollar has fallen. It's still not super exciting to me. You can see that really is what early September's like retracement or resistance, consolidated, broke up. That's just back testing it as as support. This could be a really solid place for a bounce. Personally, I'd like to see it fall through. I don't know if that's going to happen. If it fell through, you could get a very nice head and shoulders pattern going on here. You could expect further downside. I will also say right here, this is a very V-shaped top. This is, in the past, has signaled many market tops. This is on the daily. I think it's too early to call. If the Fed comes out and says something dovish, though, expect this to just crash down to maybe these next trend lines. The dollar has been very much parabolic. We followed it here like every day for over a year. And while it's in this parabolic run, we really don't expect, at least so far, anything to do any significant upside, unfortunately. And that's so tied to what the Fed's doing that really it's got to wait, really. Let's see, with that month, we were looking at the monthly RSI for the dollar. I'll look at gold next. We're looking for weakness on these high time frames. Potentially. We did see some bearish divergence on the dollar on like the daily and weekly time frames. What we were talking about last time we looked at the long time frames was, well, are we going to get it on the monthly? If we get it on the monthly, I think that's a strong indicator that the run is over. We're not quite there yet. So at the moment, yes. We see our RSI has come down. It is not as high as it was in March of 2015, yet the price is higher. So we would say, yeah, that's bearish divergence, right? Well, we would be right, but we wouldn't. It's not good analysis. The reason being is we have a series of green candles and we have just this red candle that is the current candle we're on showing us a little bit of a pullback. If October closes this way, I'll be more inclined to say we have bearish divergence on the monthly. Last time we looked at it, we didn't have this reversal, and I said you can't call it bearish divergence till there's a reversal of some kind. So we do have it. My kind of hesitation to call it bearish divergence on the monthly, though, is that this candle's still open. If we close October and the dollar is where it's at, I think that's pretty compelling. It's pretty compelling. Let's see if that's what ended the streaks last time. Yeah. Or did it? Yeah, I mean here. Back in 2000, you can see bearish divergence here on the RSI on the monthly that ended the run. It's still too early. I've been looking for 121 on the dollar since we broke what? Like 103 or something. So this is pretty random. 114. I'm not really sure what outside the Fed would stop the dollar so kind of randomly. Let's see. Yeah, there's like no fib there. There's no horizontal. Nothing. Oh well. Gold. Ooh. Gold. What's wrong with your keyboard pickle? Oh no. One CPI, just plain crazy. We just went over it. You'll have to go back. I don't remember the numbers. Is it Friday? Friday? No, CPI isn't this week. We have unemployment and non-farm payroll. I can't speak today. CPI is October 13th. Ooh, spooky. Spooky. It's a spooky day. That'll be a spicy day. They're forecasting 0.2% for CPI month over month. Forecasting this is interesting. Maybe this can explain some of it too. Maybe this is explanation for some of the green here today, or at least evidence of kind of what I was ranting about with unemployment and these different factors, year over year for September, forecasted 8.1%, which is down from 8.3%. So this would suggest that inflation was at least calming if September's number comes in at or under 8.1. If it comes in above 8.3, prepare for blood. That's what I would say. That's what I would say. Gold is pulling such a tricky on me here. Gold really responding much more to the dollar being red or the dollar weakening. This isn't a surprise to me. I don't think it's a surprise to most people who follow economies. But I will say I was wrong. I didn't say that gold was done, but September's close, the last day of September, tested previous support 1674-ish. This was a multi-year support back here. It was resistance on the way up. It was rejection from 2013, etc. Broke below, and it closed the quarterly and that daily and that weekly, I believe, perfectly looked like it rejected from previous support as resistance. And we were looking, well, maybe we get rejected and we see it fall. The dollar weakening into this month has set it on a ripper, and this is looking very strong. Now, we do have our descending trend here. You can see we're battling with that right now. That's just our highs connected up here. We have tested that here. Fell. Now we're testing it again. A farther move up for gold, and it really, in my opinion, won't take much. Will maybe release the bulls. I could definitely see gold back to 1800 if we get any kind of movement from here. Let's look at it on the weekly. Beautiful. Looking for a strong weekly too. Just battling that descending trend. Whoa, look at all those circles. I've been circling it too much. All right. Precision of that trend line is pretty wild. Something that definitely stands out to me that's interesting is gold. I circled again. Gold broke a trend and is now kind of flirting with it. If you guys were here this whole stream, you probably remember. That's kind of where we're at with Bitcoin as well. Let me get rid of this. That's kind of where we're at with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has these local trends. Gold's is much more higher time frame, much more confident. But Bitcoin is as well doing something similar, which is pretty spicy. We have a rather significant trend line. I'll put it on the day. Ooh, too many lines on that bad boy. Here we go. Where are you? We have this trend line here. I'm going to make this like yellow. Zoom back in. So we have the yellow trend line is from much more significant previous highs. The white one here, this one's very local from just the end of September. And Bitcoin did and is doing something similar to gold. It's kind of popped out, broken some of these descending resistances, and back tested. That's why I was so confident earlier when I said I'm going to move my stop up, because if it breaks this low here, I think it's going to go lower. So what we're looking for, hopefully, is some kind of bounce and run. It's just spicy to me that Bitcoin breaking through descending resistance there, virtually the exact same time that gold did it, and they're both kind of in decision mode. Gold's right now sinking slightly back beneath it. If we zoom in farther, get in a little more detail, we can see it's actually still above it. They're both kind of like in a decision mode. They've broken their trend. They haven't gone crazy and run, and it's like the market is just waiting. It's waiting on, I don't know, someone to say go. I have an alert there. That's good. Put an alert back down here. My Apple Watch just said it's time to stand. Screw you, Apple Watch. Don't tell me when to stand. I'm the human. Oh, I totally forgot about half the stuff I wanted to talk about today. I just started rambling about other things. So Bitcoin price, we can never really know. We never really know when the top and the bottom is. But there is something that we can very confidently look at and say has only ever really trended up. in any significant manner at least. And that would be Bitcoin hash rate. Bitcoin hash rate continues to smash all-time highs on its parabolic curve. It's hard to see. If we zoom in, you also don't get candles for this data. This is like on a daily running average kind of thing. Hash rate, despite price. So even though profitability is down, hash rate continues to set new all-time highs. Reached just under 300 million terahash, I believe it is, this week. And what does that mean? That means more people are mining. Or more advanced mining equipment, more efficient mining equipment is entering the market. Both are factors. Hash rate is something we pretty much expect to trend up forever. Not straight up. We do have little retracements, but it's not something that realistically is going to get mega bearish and trend down for a long time, unless I don't even know what would cause that. I think even these dips are like related to like China's ban and miners relocating, kind of different things. But to me, this suggests, and you're welcome to weigh in how you feel, but I think it suggests that big investment in mining is unfazed. Unfazed by price. Does not matter. They are clearly remaining profitable and they're continuing to invest in mining. Because when you see this go up a little bit, like if just from this like 300, wow, that's actually huge. Did it really increase that much? Wow, that's actually massive. Let's look, actually this is spicy as hell. Let's look at it from a year point of view, because this is averaged data. This is averaged data. So we don't want to like look at it under a microscope. Since the start of 2022, we've only seen Bitcoin's price trend down. I think that's accurate. However, Bitcoin hash rate has doubled. And this is not like you turn on your computer, I don't know, at home and you'll see this bump up. Every like, I don't know, million units of this has a huge hardware cost and a huge energy cost. Big institutional venture capital, whatever you want to call it, whales, continue to invest in mining. They continue to be profitable in Bitcoin mining, and that guarantees that the network isn't going anywhere. That I can say with full confidence. I'm actually really surprised at how much this has increased over this year. That is way more than I expected. I thought maybe we'd see like a 20%, 15% bump. If we measure it from the lowest point in recent history, June 2021, wow. 362% increase. This is quite a chart. This is quite a chart. This is the history. Wow. I did not expect that. Spicy. All right. Last thing, and then I'm really gonna get to the chat. Last thing, and then I'm done with all the things. Smash the likes, because I'll be done. Smash the like buttons for me to be done ranting. Last thing I really wanted to talk about, really wanted to communicate, is Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance. This chart was drawn, I don't even know, sometime in September. This line here I added to a move to 44%, increasing dominance. We did see kind of an instant reaction, pulled back. If you're in the Discord, you probably, or maybe, had seen me post this, saying that dominance was flagging out and that we were looking for a move to the upside. It took longer than I expected, as seemingly markets always do. This a little more visible. A flat-topped resistance with our lows moving up, and in the last 24 hours, pushing to new highs for September. Last time dominance was this high was in August of 2022. I'm still looking for that move to at least 44. I think that's a strong prediction. Of course, it could move back down, lower high, hit that top again. This can happen infinite times, really, before it makes that move. But this suggests that money is flowing out of altcoins. And we can even see this on stablecoins. Stablecoin market caps have been dropping. Like USDC has been dropping pretty steadily over the last few months. And that money is either going to Bitcoin or it isn't flowing into Bitcoin, but it is not flowing into other investments. So this to me describes a risk off scenario. Bitcoin dominance has been a big question mark in our analysis for the last, God knows now, 2 years. We were really expecting to see kind of more retracements and deeper lows. We were looking, absolutely, I was looking to see 2018's dominance drop to a new low. We didn't get that in this cycle so far. I guess it could still happen if kind of the bullish scenario plays out. And maybe the Fed, maybe we go back to massive quantitative easing. Maybe we do see a lower low. Maybe the cycle isn't over. I don't know. But weird that if you think that we are in a bull market or bear market and we're going to be in a bear market for a long time, it's weird to not see dominance stronger, as that marked very visibly the last bear market. All back here. The bear market started with the lowest point in dominance right here. This is when the blow off top happened. It was like January 2018. Dominance trended up all the way into January of 21, where it dropped. And that's when the bull market really heated up. That's when things got very spicy. It never really broke lower though. It's strange. It's strange to me. I don't know really what to say about it. All throughout this time, June 22, let's see, when did 22? Since 2022, since this year started, kind of just ranging from our lows to our highs. We haven't seen any significant breakout to the upside or downside, which doesn't really line up with a bear market, or at least what we've seen in the previous cycle. I'm looking for more upside here. This looks hella bullish on the daily. Hella bullish. Money flow rolling over, momentum's way up, VWAP's up. I see no reason this isn't going to keep going. Okay, now I'm done. He lied as he pulled up something else and refreshed it. Is there anything really moving? Maker, EGLD, I know Josh is happy. QNT, TKX, Uniswap, Matic. Doge is moving today. All right, we're going to look at Doge and then I'm going to read the chat. God, I'm a piece of shit. I know, guys. I'm sorry. I know, I always lie to you. I never lie to you, but I always lie to you. When was the last time you looked at Doge? A while ago. When alt season, I agree. When alt season. What's up? Go to the Mooneth. How you doing, brother? We got stopped out on some of our trades here on the Doge. Doge has a very erect candle for the last hour. Looks like it's given back some of those gains here in this hour. This is not super exciting to me, although I'm sure if you go onto Twitter or something, people are going nuts. This is not very exciting to me. I think Doge does look good. Does look good in the sense of it's held its low from June. Kind of just consolidating, distributing. But it's not exciting to me yet. It's not trading over its previous resistance. 6.6 cents. 666 cents is, I think I typed that in. Where did we get that one? I don't even know. Monthly close a little more bullish than Bitcoin. Yeah, you can see even here on the monthly, this order block from June, July, August right here. 6.6 cents. If it trades above 6.6 cents, then it's pretty spicy. But this, you can see even just from the last, like 30-ish days, it's like that's kind of the pattern it's been doing. Like this isn't super exciting yet. This could be painting out a diamond. You could be looking for a reversal then. That'd be a logical pattern to look for here. Any move above 6.85 cents, that's kind of spicy. I could also see maybe a broadening wedge. It's not quite perfect, but broadening wedge, you'd eventually look for that to break to the upside. likely with a test near the lows. But yeah, that's just not spicy yet. It's a really cool move. It's a nice 6% candle. Was as high as 10% at its peak today. Could move higher, but until you have to break the local high there. You have to break the local high or else it's just not exciting. Just really unimportant. So I have an alert set. I'll set one on the low end too. I have an alert set and I'll look at Doge if it breaks, but at the moment, this is just range trading. I think if you enter a trade on Doge here, you're just going to get chopped up. Just going to be looking for that. Okay. Bitcoin has not moved in Bitcoin style whenever we go live. It always waits until we end our live stream. It has held the low, so going back to our analysis at the beginning of the episode, we were spot on. Those low time frames, they weren't showing weakness. Our analysis, our conclusions were correct. Right on. Right on. 20,103. Okay. All right. Back. I'm back. I'm done. I got it. Now I'm reading the chat. What's up, Peter? XRP go up. Is it moving? Well, with Bitcoin with this green candle today, I would be surprised if everything wasn't moving in crypto. If your coin isn't moving right now, that stinks. Matic is strong. Yep, that was one of the biggest gainers on the last hour or so. I'm not gonna lie, XRP does look good. You guys know I don't really XRP is not what I look for in a coin. I do own some, but over the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, honestly, since like back here, we have been, from a technical point of view, pretty bullish on it. Pretty bullish on it. I like this. You have a low, a lower low. Kind of have like a creek here. This is looking a little wick-offy. And now you have potential SOS above your previous resistance. I mean, if XRP can hold on to this low, 41 cents, I think we said we were looking for like 61.8 maybe, something like that. It's a good chart. It was strong, it still is. What's up, David Von Poke? How you doing, bro? Link had some big news. Did Link have big news? According to Swift, I don't believe in news. You guys know this. Especially not in crypto. Just in crypto, I just can't. Just can't. Link kind of in the same boat as Doge right now. It looks good in the sense of like it's holding its lows. You're seeing those lows come up slowly, but the movement, at least that it's done today, not super relevant. Not super relevant. It doesn't mean it can't go anywhere over time. Doesn't mean it won't. But just you're trading with lower highs. You're trading with higher lows. Virtually, you can say any movement inside of this is largely irrelevant. When it breaks outside of this, it becomes much more relevant. Something to keep an eye on. I'll set an alert. I'll set a little tighter alert here on Link, just above September 29th's high. Set an alert. But at the moment, Link not really making moves that are interesting to me. Money flow coming down a little bit. There's potential. I'm not seeing any reason, on the chart at least, to not expect kind of just more of this before. Likely you'll see something like this. Like, whatever direction it breaks first is like the direction it's not going. So maybe it breaks low and then goes high, or vice versa. Maybe you see something like this, where it breaks the high and then comes down. Depends. Depends if you're bullish or bearish. At the moment, I think it's pretty neutral. I would look for a fake break or a liquidity grab, as I like to call it, where you break the wrong side of the wedge, or you either break up or down, you grab the liquidity there, the stops, the visible, like this is visible. People are going to look to breakout trade this to the upside or the downside. They're going to say, oh, look, it broke up, and they're going to go long. Or, oh, look, it broke down, they're going to go short. And that's why we typically in crypto see some kind of fake range break. So whenever we get these really clean symmetricals, I always look for a fake break in one direction, then I like to bet on the other direction. Remember when Walmart was using Litecoin? Oh, the good old days, man. Good old days. No problem. What's up, Honda Man? That 6.618 high volume node. I just liked it because it was a fib number. 618 caught my eye. Coins chick, how you doing, darling? How you doing? How you feeling? You feeling good? Let me give you a wrench. Maybe that'll make your day. How you doing, Demetrios? Demetrios has been on crypto YouTube for as long as I can remember crypto YouTube. Tosh K, can I look at RNDR Mana Theta Sand? That's a lot. Is the World Cup coming up? I don't know. That's two people with thoughts on Theta. I'll pull up Theta. The good old days used to, they lasted hours. Yeah, right. Al Duckworth. Luna C and CHZ still stuck in the dirt. Yeah, Luna C. Not so hopeful. CHZ, I don't know much about it. I have a little bit. I know that it's linked to like some kind of sports thing, which I don't know. I think that there's not enough sports representation in crypto. So I think that's a market. Oh, Theta. Theta. You know what, this Theta looks a little uglier than the other things we've looked at because it's so close to its low. It hasn't broken its low from June, so it's in the same boat. But something here reminds me very heavily, actually, of Bitcoin at a very specific time. Am I crazy? Do you see it? Am I crazy? Or is that the exact same pattern? Ah, there we go. See if I can show you. Let me see if you see it now. Let me know. Identical? What do you think? If they are, that's a good sign for Theta. I actually almost can't tell these apart. These are so similar, I almost can't tell them apart. That's pretty spicy. Yeah, Theta. And this is Bitcoin in the summer of 2021. Identical. If it, I mean, it's not enough for me to bet on, but that's a good sign. If it's following this macro reversal, that's a good sign. I think we can say this with confidence. Not financial advice. I don't give financial advice. But I do share how I would approach a trade. And I think I'd approach it this way. Should we start it from here or should we start lower? I like $1. It's just a nice clean number. And you just look to stop just below your lows. You can make whatever kind of play. You actually don't even need that big of a move for this to be a successful trade. Yeah, less than a 618 retracement. If you can get it from $1 with a stop below your previous low, I think it's like 95.5. Really just need like $1.30. That's a 30% move. A lot of these coins have this opportunity right now where they're very close to their lows and you can make a bet on those lows holding. And you can look for a lot more upside. If I was impatient, I could look to take it from here. Honestly, that looks like it would play. But you have to have a lot more drawdown then. Though a dollar is breaking your low here. I usually get so stuck on these. $1.03. Back up here. Yeah, that's a crazy risk to reward, which means you can actually have a little bit more leeway on the bottom. Yeah. Just a thought. Just an idea. I think that would play. We've had a lot of coins that we've approached essentially the exact same way. Kind of counterintuitively betting. XLM, we were looking for the same play. Didn't actually fill. Someday. How many likes do we have? Do we have 420 likes? Did you make me proud? 317. Those are rookie numbers, guys. 317, that's rookie. For all this alpha. I hate that word. If you could, spare a like. Let's get to 420. If you haven't subscribed yet, like slip notice subscribed 4 minutes ago. Shout out to you, my friend. Good to have you here. Make sure you're in the Discord. Obe, I think that's automatic. Renewed his membership 6 months in a row. Right on. If we get 420 likes, 5 people will get gifted random memberships. Bum bum bum. What are the memberships? They're just YouTube emojis, and your name is green. Look at the poll. 34% say yes, I should close it now. 29% say no, hold it to the moon. Hey, we got 420 viewers, so either way, Ford blaze it. That's good. I'm chill with that either way. Let's see. Taita, you like Phil. What's up, Hassan? Haju, can I check Cardano? I'll pull it up. I want to read more chat though. I haven't read it all. Spin B, tell him, bro. Rookies. Those are rookie numbers. Get them up. Take your finger, put it on the mouse. Click the button. Click the like button. Thumbs it up. Then go over, click subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Then click the little bell button. Enable the bell. And then you're a champion. And then join the Discord. Yeah, the Discord's free. Negan. Everything's free. We don't sell anything here. We literally have nothing for sale on this channel. Nothing. You can't buy anything from me. I ain't selling it. I'm holding it. If you'd like to support the channel, you can check out our sponsors. Video links in the video description below. Just sign up using our links. That helps the channel. But nah, nothing's for sale, bro. In America, you do not check Dixie. Dixie checks you. ADA looks just like everything else. There's not a lot of TA to be done. Just as it has been, and as it will be. You have the threat of your flat bottom and your descending highs. Not a pretty picture, but not a picture that's impossible to see upside price action from. Whew. ADA, same play. I mean, same thing as Theta. Yeah, these are just brain dead trades. It's like you have a very visible support, and you're just like, you can bet on them holding or not. I like it up to here. I like it up to there. You could always do it in reverse. Just pick your previous high, look for downside. Just range trading until otherwise, until you break something. This market has been highly sideways. Highly sideways. I'm gonna add an alert of 40 cents for Cardano. Benny Mortasia at festivals. What's up, Benny Mortasia? I think I butchered that. I'm losing my voice. Cad God 007, how you doing, brother? Shout out to Michigan. How's Michigan doing? Is it freezing there too? It's freezing here. Tommy V, Alpha, Max Payne, and Pivot are all terms that can go away at any time. I invite them to go away as well. Holdle Crow 4D Life says, smash the likes 420, let's go. I agree. 364 likes, we're getting there. We have 400 watching. We can get these these 60 right now. So people are being conservative with their likes because it's bear market time. And in the bear market, they gotta hold all their likes. Can't say that for some other YouTubers shilling coins during the bull market. Yeah, man. Sergio, you've been here, bro. You know, we have never participated. We have never participated in that behavior. I don't know how many millions of dollars I passed up on. Many millions. For you guys. Passed up on millions of dollars in offers. I could have shilled the shittiest shill coins, whatever. Doge Moonlawn, Rocket Inu, whatever. Probably would have paid me like 50 grand. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. All I have is my reputation. And all I have is you guys. If I get you guys wrecked, what am I going to do? I only stream because you watch. SEC. True that. The SEC doesn't have anything on me because I don't break the law. I disclose the sponsorships. I refuse to be sponsored by any kind of investment because it might not even be illegal. It's not even like illegal. It's not illegal for YouTubers. This is to my knowledge. I haven't done it either way, but it's not illegal to my knowledge, and I'm not a lawyer, for YouTubers to accept money to shill even like an unregistered security or something. And this isn't financial advice, this is my knowledge. That's not the illegal part. The illegal part is when they didn't disclose it. That's when it becomes an issue. So it's a combination. In my opinion, this is my opinion, it should have been illegal just to shill investments for money. I don't know. But that seems to be like, if you guys, I respect the crap out of Kevin O'Leary, right? But Kevin O'Leary, the man shills everything he owns. He shills anything people pay him to shill. But like, no one calls him a shill because he's like he's famous and rich, right? But then they go after YouTube. I don't know. I don't want to get into it. F-Max to the moon, Beardy. Oh, dude. Gasper, respect right back. You can't buy Integrity Sin. Yeah, and you can't get it back. It's gone. GMXXTZ. What's on sale today? 100 Air. I don't know. Someone saying XTZ. There isn't much moving, though. We had some nice macro comment. Israel Fernandez, that's why you love my content. Thank you, man. I hope so, because if nobody liked it, then I don't know what I'm doing it for. Damn, XTZ, the selling pressure. That is wild. That is wild selling. Look at this. It's like a perfect. It's like a perfect channel down. Like 45-degree angle. Same boat. Break a low or break a high, and until then you're just boring range trading. I have so many charts open now. You guys got me all charted up. Yeah, well, it did hold for now. 19.9 held. So moving my stop up was apparently not necessary, but our analysis was spot on. It's good to see. It isn't always true. Spot on there. Like, it has to bounce here. Low time frames are looking strong. I think it will. Because if it doesn't bounce here, and this was back here in real time during this live stream, if it doesn't bounce literally right here is when we were talking about it. If it doesn't bounce there, it's moving lower. We got the bounce. Stop has not been hit. Feeling good. Hodl cash smash like. All right. We only need 38 likes, guys. 38 likes. We have 400 watching. That's it. Then we get 420. Do you or do you not wish to blaze it? If you do not wish to blaze it, still hit the like. That's okay. We respect your decision. It's optional. It's optional. It's not forced blazing. You're still part of the fam. You don't have to blaze. But for the rest of our sakes, come on. We're so close. I don't want to end the stream without 420. We're too close. All TA all the time. And Gina. And Gina. I know. I really want to cover more government monetary stuff because everyone seems to like it. And because it's really boring and I think I make it a little more fun. I think I make it a little more fun. There's the tweet. I told you guys I would tweet this. Copy link to tweet. No, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to put it in the chat. Hype it up. We're going to take bets. We're going to take bets on how long it is or how long it takes till everyone else starts copying it. If we get further upside, if we trade up to like 21.6 or above, I would guess within a week. If we don't, and then it'll be harder to bet on because I think it'll be like whenever we do see some kind of relief. But we'll take bets. There's the tweet. Firework Fanatic. You could use some help. You want to start a business repairing phones. Well, respect the hustle, brother. Make some extra money. But most of all, better for the environment. Okay. I guess because you're fixing them, they're not buying a new one. What's your tip to starting a business? My first tip of everything is always make sure you have your budget on lock. Learn how to budget. Learn how to manage your own money. A business is just like investing, just like buying assets. If you spend more than you can afford, you will lose. So if you have your money, your cash flow on lock, and then your business would be like extra money on top, you can ensure that you can keep doing it. If you can't do that, you're going all in, and depending on the business to pay for everything, you're putting on a lot more onus of yourself, a lot more pressure, and that's similar to investing. So that would be my number one tip. Get your cash flow. Know what's coming in, know what's going out. Count for that. Dang, I don't know crap about that industry though. Like I don't know how you would find customers or it would be interesting, Firework Fanatic, you can take this idea from me. Just shout me out someday if you're famous. This is gonna sound weird. I could definitely see a live stream where the camera is just like angled down at the phone and you're repairing phones and you're just chatting and like that's the visual. It's just like you're repairing the phone. I wouldn't watch it, but I just guarantee that people would. I don't know who would, but somebody would. I could see little TikToks about it. Utilize all those free faucets of traffic. I don't know how that would help you get more business because repairing phones is probably pretty local, but there you go. Those are my best tips. I wish I had better ones. Did we get 420? Did we get 420? Did we get 420? 414, guys, and now the viewers are dropping. You got 414. Bitcoin TA perfect. We had I don't even know how many viewers today total. And we're just gonna be 6 shy. We can't even get 6. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. I still love you guys. Still love you either way. Even if we don't get it. Even if everyone in here that's actually watching has hit the like and that we're just out of likes. Still love you all. This is spicy too. We are only 52 subscribers away from 66K. 66K is 2/3 of 100K. Well, it'd be 66.6. But anyway, 2/3 of the way to the check mark. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, help us get there. We're so close. You demand Honda. Chirpow would be nothing without me. Aw. Thank you, Coin. Thank you, Coin Chick. Grizzly Bull 420, 420, 420, 427. Wait, did we hit it? Ah, there we go. We broke through 420 resistance. Now we're at 4. Okay, we did it, fam. We did it. I'm proud of you all. See, that's teamwork. We came together. We had a plan. We executed the plan. Well done. Now Bitcoin can go up. Now your bags can be profitable. I will let them go. No, I'm just playing. I don't control the market. Let's give away memberships. I like wasting my own money. Whoa, there was me again. I don't like the way my voice sounded. It's because I'm losing it. There we go. Make it up there. Make it up there, Corn. We're going to gift away memberships. All right, I'm going to send the memberships into the chat. Before I do this, I always give like 60 seconds. You got 60 seconds. YouTube will only give it to you because it chooses them randomly. I don't. It only give it to you if you're subscribed. It says that it favors people who have interacted with the live stream. So go ahead and interact with the live stream if you haven't. Send a message in the chat. Hit the like button. Vote in the poll. You can spam. No one's going to time you out. Like, keep it reasonable. But you can send a few messages, get the interaction in, and that will increase your chance of being the lucky winner. There'll be 5 lucky winners. So I'll give you like 30 more seconds. Get them in. Get them in, boys. Get them in, boys. Here, here. Spram, spram. What's up, Crawler? HX, Brian B, Rick, Daniel C, Ron, Osiris, Derek Merrill, NFB. What you giving pardon? Just randomly gifting 5 YouTube memberships because we hit 420 likes, so hype it up. I'm gonna spam 2 even though I can't win. 420. All right, they're going out. Please don't rug us, YouTube. YouTube has rugged us in the past on these where it just like, didn't give them out for some reason. Here we go. I hit the button. Emma D. That's huge news. Congrats. Oh, here's our winners coming in. Alexi Cruz. Convaloglu. Derek Merrill. I said Derek Merrill a few times. Now you won. And Gasper. Gasper, my boy. Congrats. FOMO Sapien. Those are our lucky winners for today. You're ready. You're ready. Oh, you're ready. I don't want to hear it 5 times, so I'll turn it off. Congrats to our viewers. 2D double. Thanks for subscribing, brother. Great to have everybody. Don't forget to be in our Discord. We do live airdrops after the streams. Every stream you'll get the airdrops just by being in there. That's right. I make you all Bitcoin holders because that's how much I love Bitcoin. If you haven't checked out our new project, you can sign up for the newsletter or check out crownanalysis.com. I'm looking for more writers. If you're interested in writing, any level, any market, doesn't have to be technical, can even just be like anecdotal. Hit me up on Discord. Doesn't have to be crypto. Could be real estate. Could be corn futures. Could be, I don't know, jobs, the economy. Doesn't matter. Anything business market related, hit me up. For Crown Analysis, we only have 1 article published by me. We're actually going to get the second one out soon. Check out our sponsors in the video description below, Bybit and Market Cypher. 2 of the best in the business. I use them both personally. Follow me on Twitter. Make sure you're liked and subscribed. Does not seem like the corner is going to move, but I know as soon as I hit the end stream button, it will. Full moon plus jobless claims Friday. Yep, we're definitely streaming Friday. I already said that. In fact, I will schedule it. Does it have to be complete sentences? It has to be readable, yes. It has to be. But you know what? If you're not, I will say, if you're not like an English native speaker or typer, and you type something up and if you would be self-conscious about it, like you don't want to publish, you don't want to like, submit something because it's not your language or you feel uncomfortable, I or someone else, like, we have no problem. We can like go through it for you and like just check out like grammar, spelling and stuff. Not a problem. But yeah, no bullet points or something. That'd be silly. Love you, C-Ron. We're going to be live on Friday, guys. I'm going to schedule that stream when we're done here. Jump in the Discord. Follow me on Twitter. Check out crownanalysis.com and the links in the video description below. I love you all. As soon as I end the stream, Bitcoin will run. Up or down.